Down by the Coplay. Go ahead, you see the Coplay kilns. They are registered as a National Historic Site to commemorate the first manufacturing facility in the United States to produce Portland cement. Now, Portland cement is a hydraulic cement, unique in that you can pour it underneath the water and it will harden. And that's why this Portland cement, made at Atlas Cement Company, was used to build the Panama Canal and bridge support because of its sturdiness in water. When the engineers with the iron companies took notice that this limestone they were using to reduce the iron ore in their blast furnaces had a high calcite content, they called up David Saylor. Not called up, they sent a letter to him, I guess. They sent a letter to him saying about this limestone. Because in Portland, England, they made hydraulic cement. So David Saylor came over here and he built these Schlofrin. Huh? Schlofrin. The Schlofrin, I have to see it in print. The Schlofrin kilns to prove in the process for making Portland cement. These were only used for like 10 years. And then after he proved in the process, across 2nd Street, he built the famous Saylor Portland Cement Company, which later on became... Crossing 2nd Street in Coplay, their park is over here, a beautiful pavilion. We use this area for a 10K walk every spring, and it's a big event. We had 160 people last year in the event. It's a good fundraiser for us. We're going to be crossing 2nd Street. The significance of this street is that it's the... Cars coming. The significance of this road is this is the first paved concrete road in the United States. There's a sign up there commemorating that fact. Approaching North Brook Street. At this point, the railroad went underneath North Brook Street. But when the railroad disappeared and the bridge started deteriorating, it was cheaper to fill it in and not rebuild the bridge. So now we have this ramp going up to North Brook Street. We are now leaving Coplay and going into Whitehall. This building here was the wash house for the workers when they got done with their shift, to clean up before they got onto a trolley to go home. This support here was for a trolley bridge. We have a picture here of the trolley and the bridge.
Yeah. Right. You know how to spell Eric?
I said, here's a picture, and you see the relief of an individual in the picture there. His name is Eric Chefnisky. Before the year 2000, he was one of the founders of the IRT Rail Trail. He's the one that started collecting the history of the homesteads and everything. And unfortunately, he died on the Lehigh Sojourn. He was canoeing down the Lehigh River. He had a heart attack. Out in the middle of nowhere, nobody could help him. Well, at that time I retired and I was asked to join the commission. So I took his place and I'm continuing with the history that he gathered, and I have these historic for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to put it. But all right, that's
Go
fast.
on that side, and then picture. Oh, you on this side too. Okay. What I need is the ones that are on touring. On that side, they're going to be pointing something on. Okay? You're all going to be sort of looking at that.
Looking at the picture.
Joe's coming closer.
Just halfway. So
Joe. One last one. We'll let you go. This is where the railroad passed.
Yeah, the trolley car went over the railroad. Went over the railroad.
Is that,
As I mentioned before, we're coming up to our trailhead. This is milepost 0. We have a trailhead here. This is where my historic trolley tour starts. You will always see cars in here from hikers and bikers that use it as easy access to the trail. And as I mentioned, we have a pavilion there, which Egypt VFW contributed to the construction. Recently, we just put in a fountain, and we have a porta-john here for your convenience.